Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the phenomenal, um, critically acclaimed New York Times bestseller podcast. We have not settled on a name, or have we?
I don't know. All girls, what is it?
Oh, I literally.
Wait, also, do you want me to record because I don't have permission?
Oh, I'll make you a host. Oh,
Okay.
start doing that.
We have to restart because the whole time Kate goes, I can't record while you're doing the intro.
I can't record.
I literally here. I'll make you a host.
Or you can, yeah.
There we go.
And can you record now?
We're both recording live and in stereo. So we have a few things on the docket today. Some fun subjects. Do we want to start off with the let's introduce ourselves. I'm getting ahead. I'm Alexia.
I'm Kate.
I'm Douglas.
Douglas is our special guest today. And we are looking forward to some great commentary on fashion once again. I think first off, I want to point out something that I noticed, which I think I wrote down, which I want to talk about igirl.
Mm-hmm.
And
Douglas igirl.
Yes. Because I'm obsessed.
So we've done our homework. We're prepared. I wanted to talk about the idea of artists like borrowing designs or like redoing dead stock pieces. Because I saw this one igirl necklace and I was like, this is literally just a Vivienne Westwood necklace that is like still on sale.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the pearl choker with the 3 rows and the little X over it. I was like,
oh, word.
It's like AliExpress Vivienne Westwood, and I was like, some of her other designs are also very like, I guess you could say referential if you want to be nice, to famous designs. And
I feel like she's the type of person to not want to be like promoting individual ideas and shit.
And I think my idea of igirl is definitely evolving. I used to be like, igirl's a genius, love her style. I think her personal style is really good, but as like a fashion creator, I don't think I love her designs.
Yeah, I mean, I have her website up now.
I went through it today. She has that $88 Malice hoodie.
Oh yeah.
For around the trim.
I think some of her designs are like original, but I mean, I feel like
even if it's fair trade, it's a little
interesting. I'm trying to find the pearl choker.
Oh, I screenshotted it. I can show you. Also, speaking of another thing I screenshotted, the other night I totally forgot that I bid on this thing on eBay and I had to buy it because I was the highest bidder, which means you like commit to buying it. And
what was it?
It's literally this ugly ass tank top, and it's like this black, like tight tank top, and it has a little skull on it.
It's not cute.
I'll show you. I'll show you the like. I'll try to show you the image over Zoom. Okay, it's live fast, die pretty. I thought was just.
Are this all the whack shit that you bid on?
How much do we get?
I had to pay like $6 because I committed to it and I did not want to buy it at all, but there's like no way to back out at that point. And I was like, this is literally gonna be like my scarlet letter. Anyways, though, I also have the screenshot of the necklace. She said she reposted it and she called it the X choker, and it's a new necklace. Right there. And if you Google right now, if you Googled Vivienne Westwood pearl necklace, guarantee some shit that looks like a better version of this is gonna pop up in the first 3 results. And
straight up. Fair.
I know because I've been obsessing over Vivienne Westwood necklaces lately. But Anyways, I went through her other designs
Yeah.
I know
So,
YouTube videos she talks about it sometimes, and she's like, everybody says this is ripping off this design, but I'm like referencing it as dead stock, and I put my logo under the design that already existed as like a reference or whatever. Or maybe I'm totally misremembering, but
mhm.
Yeah, I don't really remember exactly, but
I'm not a huge fan of that. Like,
hot take, boiling hot take.
I was
Douglas
like,
is great on
of
it.
doing from like mainstream designers or like
Yeah.
bigger designers, like
Who
I don't
are you?
know. It's not your it's not your
place.
work.
Exactly.
And another thing like I hate is like fake, like bootleg designer. I think it's
Yeah.
and I was talking to people we know about this and they were like, well like fuck the designer because like it's so expensive, so like fake designer's okay. But like it's
Well,
not because like fake Gucci bags and shit, like I hate it.
true. But at the same time, another hot take is that I do think it's kind of corny to buy real couture if you're not genuinely rich as fuck. Like if I right now saved every penny and dollar, every dime just to avoid this Vivian Westwood necklace, it's like understandable, but it's corny. Like we can all agree that the necklace is not worth like
Mhm.
$1,000. Like no, all like upscale fashion is overpriced, and it's meant to be worn in diluted forms. It's not meant to be like. I feel like wearing the actual thing is never the point, and also wearing a direct rip off of it is not the point either. The point is to find things that are similar to it and like take inspo from it. At least that's like my take on it. Like when I watch a fashion show, it's not because I want to buy Dior. It's because I want to buy something that looks like Dior.
But like the fashion shows, like they're for people who are literally buying Dior
Mhm.
though. Like ready to wear shows, like people in the front row are purchasers, are gonna buy that stuff.
Right.
But
And there's nothing worse than buying fake designer because it is the most obvious way to say that you're insecure in your fashion. And I just it's
I
kind
mean,
of
it's just not a flex. And
Yeah.
it's not hard to pick out a fake Gucci bag and you just look stupid.
Yeah.
you really scroll through AliExpress for 2 hours just to find that fake Chanel, and nobody cares. Like nobody
Yeah.
cares anyways, you know, like just find things you actually like.
The one good thing, like say you want about like it being like for rich people, but like designer fashion is like getting away from like fast fashion and part of the reason
Exactly.
why it's so expensive is
Fair
because it's
trade,
made
quality.
here. It's made here by
Exactly.
people who get paid well for being
Right.
that's
Right.
why of course, you know, it doesn't need to be it's
Yeah.
marked up even more because the names are so popular.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think there's also something to be said for the fact that um, people are buying the logo rather than the item,
Yeah.
which is why we see more like I think Gucci really like brought this to the mainstream. Like Gucci, Supreme, if we want to consider that high fashion, putting their labels or their branding all over things, and they're charging more for that because it's the idea that you can afford it, not the idea that you're wearing something nice and well made. Whereas if someone was wearing a really well tailored piece and you find out that it's from whatever designer, I feel like it's like, oh yeah, like that makes sense. It's well made. Like I would treat a piece with more respect if it came from a high designer.
I
But
agree. Like people like Billie Eilish, like her red carpet looks, they're always just like monogram. And like it would
yeah,
be better if she just wore like a garment by Gucci that didn't have Gucci all over it.
it really
Like
makes. I feel like Billie has the perfect like blank template to really fucking go hard if she wants to do like heavy high couture. I feel like she could take it a step further, toss the bucket hat, and like do some crazy shit. Like actually come in with like more like heavy bling and even more like gaudy designer. And I feel like that would be really cool. And I
even need to lose like the baggy aesthetic, like the silhouette.
keep
Like,
it.
Yeah, but she chooses to wear just Louis Vuitton
yeah. And I
monogram.
wonder what like her like thought process. I mean, it's not her thought process.
Her
But,
look
like,
to,
the designers, or what's it called? The person who dresses them.
Stylist.
Stylist, yeah.
Stylist. I wonder what the stylist like thought process is. Like, are we really just trying to flex this brand?
There was
Or,
a
like,
look. Oh yeah, her look to the billboards I really liked.
oh yeah.
I really liked her look to billboards, and it was like her aesthetic, but it wasn't monogram. Have you seen it?
I really like Billie's looks in general, especially the silhouette, which I will come online, I'll come into the public eye and I'll say I do love Billie Eilish. I used to fucking hate her aesthetic. Because I was a hater, I was a naysayer, I was a non-believer, and I've converted. I think
We love Billie.
we love growth into the positive direction. I think she's really fucking cool.
I think my filter like was like, oh, she's kind of cool. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I don't really like what's when we fall asleep, where do we go? The album.
I don't like her her grotesque album. If that's what you the inky, the spiders. It's just like it's like okay, like maybe it would have been cool if I was still 16.
Yeah, I do appreciate though that she's bringing that type of like music video and songs like in their mainstream.
yeah.
Like I thought that was really shocking to me that like she got so many fans off of like that type of
I know,
music.
right? I still don't really get it.
It's very different. It's like not pop. Like it's pop music technically because everyone's listening to it, but like it's not like anything else on the radio.
I think the cool thing about Billie Eilish is that she really brings to the forefront what like fashion and style has become for like our generation, which is everyone's trying to be unique so much that we've gained another uniform where rather than like it being fashionable to fit in and wear the like most like on trend clothes, now it is fashionable to be unique, but we're still wearing the most like on trend
it's
designer clothes.
a lot of like YouTubers that I watch that will like talk about like fashion. They're like, oh, like this is really becoming a trend, and it's like, but like I'm watching you because I like that your clothes kind of seem like off trend and like I can't really describe it, but like obviously like it's just like off different people with different like unique styles are still like some going with the trends because completely going off trend is just like I don't know. It's just
I think it's cool to be able to organically like have your own style, and I think if you truly are yourself in your fashion and if you're like completely removed from being online, I think you will inherently be unique. Because the only reason I like in the past have done like basic S clothing, which nothing wrong with it by the way, is because I saw it on fucking TikTok or my Instagram Explore page. And while that's a great like inspo for me to take and have unique pieces, I feel like I have to stop looking at it because I don't want my fashion to be someone else's, because it's supposed to be my way of expressing myself and expressing that I want to look like a Victorian ghost. And I think we just shouldn't hate on people for their fashion. I've gotten to the point where I don't care if you look like shit. I think it's cool still. I think it's fine.
I like think about what I'm wearing so much. I'm like I can't be the only one who does this, and like I just think it's so cool that like the like fucking like bitch who's wearing Sperry's and like a like wide neck like boat shirt feels when I would feel so uncomfortable in that, and I just think it's I don't know, off topic, but like I think it's cool.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like I've had the idea that my fashion is against the grain in the past, which I feel less and less, by the way. I'm not unique, but when I've had those ideas, I've been like, oh yeah, like my fashion isn't like the people around me. And then I look at the people around me and realize my fashion isn't like theirs because I'm not confident enough to wear what they're wearing. Like I can't pull off leggings every single day because I'm insecure. Like I had alternatives. Like I had to get some baggy ass jeans, you know? Like I think there's something in there. I can't come up with it right now, but respect all fashion. And do we just want to hop into looking at this show? I can just screen share it right now.
Perfect.
So Wait. I disabled participant screen sharing. Um, oh, okay. Can you enable screen sharing? I think I just made you the host.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know how to do this?
Like, if you make me a host, perhaps.
Oh.
It says all participants can.
Screen share? Oh, now I can. Okay, perfect. Oh, what tab is this in? Hold on. I have to, what,
Goes Alexia.
oh, fuck.
Goes issue number 5. Wait, 4?
I have to, okay, I have it.
Yay.
Sorry for the,
So, what fashion show is this? Blah, blah,
can you guys see this?
blah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So this is the Christian Dior Fall 1997 show.
I'm super excited.
Receiving the mark on the recommended.
I'm gonna
promotion.
mute it. Just
Okay.
actually comment on it. But this shit, literally, this is. I'll just.
Okay. I'm excited.
This fucking entrance.
An
Really?
entrance.
The whole show, like the way she's posing, the entrance she made, the makeup, the clothes. It's literally a performance. And when do you see this past the 90s?
Whoa.
And like,
Oh, that's
cute.
amazing.
and it's literally like I would fucking wear that. given
Yeah.
given the resources, of course. But you can, if I unmuted it, you would be able to hear like people screaming and being like, oh,
Mhm.
It's like a con.
and they
Yeah,
just,
fashion.
Oh,
So like
shoot.
it's just silent, and I
Yeah.
like them, but like
Yeah.
I know. And when you look at other 90s shows, I think this still happens, but sometimes when the platform is raised, they'll have photographers like at their shoulders, like leaning over, like on the platform trying to get pictures.
Hmm.
And I feel like it's more fun if people are able to move or like make noise because it's a performance.
Whoa, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
The hair is really cool.
Mhm. And the cool thing is when you look at this, it makes me feel less bad about fashion currently, referencing the 90s or like
mhm.
referencing other decades so much because you can see that the 90s were also referencing the past.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good point.
So we're going to reference so much over and over again that we'll finally have a unique style once again.
Mhm.
Her little poses, they're just having so much fun.
I know, I love the accessories.
Oh my god, this is only 2 minutes. We're not watching 30 minutes of this. Sorry. I didn't know so much shorter. Okay, the gist is their makeup is cool, their outfits are fucking hot, and they're performing. I also love their little like pearl necklace setup over their high collar. I think that was pretty
Yeah.
Back when Dior was good.
Hey.
I don't
know high fashion.
I don't really like Dior, but
I think when I'm looking at high fashion now, it's really just me looking high fashion like vintage. I search fashion into eBay more than I do into Google. I'm not looking for what they got now. Just kind of like
I keep up with like fashion bump and stuff every year.
I don't.
It's fine.
I'll get more, maybe.
I feel like the introduction of like social media made a lot of brands sell out, you know? Like celebrities and high fashion should not feel completely accessible or there's nothing to want anymore. Like I don't want to see celebrities being just like me or like in my Whole Foods in fucking Santa Barbara. Like I don't want to see I don't want to see Chrissy Teigen on fucking Twitter talking about John Legend's ass. Like get celebrities off of social media. It's not for them. Like they're supposed to be above it, you know? And I hate that
Also,
they're human.
I just hate the idea of celebrities is just like crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy because they literally are people who are just, and also most musicians also have this idea where I can't really feel comfortable like getting behind a musician that's already like world famous because it's like they are technically way less talented than musicians who are like struggling right now because there's so many musicians and there's so many artists and there's so many fashion designers and it just feels like whenever I like a big name that I'm like cheating someone else of attention that is more deserved.
Yeah, I kind of feel that.
No, I agree. I mean, I think some like really big artists though, I think really deserve it though.
Yeah.
Some like it's just an okay voice.
Yeah.
You know, like
Who do you think deserves it?
Ariana Grande, her music is not but her range is like immaculate.
It is.
And
I also think that her voice is incredible, but sorry, my lamp just turned off. But
there's so much training that went involved in her singing and like yeah.
I also love her rise because it felt kind of natural. Like she used to be this redheaded white girl on Victorious, and now she's a Latina queen on the VMAs, and I think that's awesome for her.
Billie, not to talk about Billie again, but I think she deserves. She's like she writes all of her music.
Different.
She writes all of her music with her brother herself, which a lot of people who are like that popular don't do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Like, people who got as famous as she are would have already signed on with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
She said that she won't do that. She says that now, but she said that she won't do it.
Yeah.
And that's a reason why I think there's a lot of critique for her music that isn't deserved because she is putting in more work writing with her brother who's dating someone who looks exactly like her, by the way.
I know.
Who's he dating?
He's dating Claudia. She's a YouTuber. I used to watch her.
Yeah, I used to follow her on YouTube too. I watched one of her hair dyeing.
She looks like Billie.
She literally looks big. Okay, going beyond the incest, I think it's pretty awesome that Billie is still writing her own music, and I think that puts her above musicians with better lyrics who don't write their own music and have a team of 10.
Like I don't know Ariana Grande, I'm pretty sure she doesn't write her own music, but don't quote me, but I wouldn't.
How hard is it to write an Ariana Grande song?
Yeah, I know.
And how hard is it to write a Billie song? Not that hard. Go to Big Thief, however.
Yeah.
Go to Patrick Watson, however. No, but I appreciate how her songs are truly like frozen in the time they are. Like I feel like a lot of people critiqued Billie for having kind of immature lyrics, but she literally wrote her like first album when she was like 14 to 16.
Yes. Don't Smile at Me was mainly a bunch of songs she wrote 14 to 16 on SoundCloud, and then she released them as an album.
Like
so
name a 14 to 16-year-old kid that can fucking remember what they just Snapchatted someone. Like
yeah.
I don't write an entire album. Like even if it was like lyrics that were grappling topics that she like later admits that she wasn't familiar with, I feel like it's very well done. I liked the music when it came out, and I had the album on repeat. So no complaints there.
Sorry, I'm literally making this a Billie Eilish stan.
Yeah, I think she's really funny, and I like that we have a relatable but unattainable person, you know? She's extremely talented and beautiful, and she's so fucking rich. And yet I see her like photos on my Instagram Explorer, or her videos on my Instagram Explorer of her like on TikTok, like making like comedy-esque videos or like acting funny because she genuinely gets it because she's actually our age. And I think it'll be cool to grow up with her.
True.
Yeah.
She's literally, I'm like 2 days older than her. It's so weird.
It is weird.
I remember my sophomore year of high school, I wanted to dye my hair like that gray silver color that she used to have.
What?
She's 18.
She's 18, yeah.
That's why.
She's the 12th and I'm the 14th, or she's the 16th and I'm the 14th. I don't know. We're 2 days apart. I know that.
Oh my god, I'm literally older than her.
I know.
Yeah, December something.
Yeah, I think she's, yeah. Oh my god, I just had my 19th birthday.
Period.
Um, and we love Billie Eilish. Great work. Keep it up. I know she's listening, so we love
Yeah.
Bill.
Bill.
That's my little nickname. We're really friendly. So we can look at the rest of the docket. Kate, do you have anything in particular you wanted to segue into it?
I don't know. I wrote down Tomberlin's new EP, but I haven't really listened to it a lot, so I don't really want to talk about that yet.
I listened to it, but I don't know. I've been appreciating music a lot more lately that reads like poetry and has like really weird lyrics. And the examples I'll give are Big Thief and Mitski. And when, especially Mitski, because her lyrics like rarely have a chorus. They just are these like long poems that are really cryptic.
Oh, his lyrics are so good.
And something about Mitski really reminds me of Björk. And
Okay.
I'm not sure. I think it was her NPR Tiny Desk where she was like screaming into the microphone. I had that moment where I was like, oh, she has that like raw, unbridled like Björk emotion in her voice, you know? And I think that's also, again, I'm just so glad to be alive while so many other great artists are alive. So
yeah. And it's cool just that we can have access to all of them. Did you, by any chance, listen to Julia's new tunes?
Julia got new tunes?
So good.
Julia Jacqueline?
Julia
Jacqueline?
No, I haven't, but I'm going to now. Also, Adrian Lanker just came out with an album.
I listened to Zombie Girl. Banger. It was really cool.
I listened to it and I'll quote Ben and say it felt like a punch in my emotional balls. Like it hurt in a way that I can't listen to Big Thief. I literally have to like reserve it. I have to savor it because it will make me cry.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I just like her solo stuff too. It's so.
I love that her lyrics are versatile enough where when she goes with the whole band, she can make it an upbeat tune, and when she does it
I know.
on a stripped down version, it makes me want to fucking bawl my eyes out.
You know Indiana?
Yeah. She grew up in a cult.
Really?
Yeah. She like had an interview where she talked about it, I'm pretty sure.
I also grew up in a cult.
There's a lot of people.
Lots of people.
I feel like it was I don't know. Maybe I saw like some headline on something or whatever.
I saw a headline today that I am thinking about quite a lot because it keeps making me laugh. Literally don't think it's true. Like I have no idea how this information would be public, but it was that tweet that was like apparently Jennifer Lawrence was a Republican up until Trump was up for a re-election. So like while filming the Hunger Games, she was like a dead ass like far right bitch. I thought that was so funny because literally imagine like acting out the Hunger Games and being like, wow, this sucks. Anyway, vote Republican.
Wait, that's really funny.
That's really funny.
I don't know if that's true.
12, like being like the most impoverished district, like
yeah,
like and she's just like
good thing she's in district 12 and can't vote.
oh my god.
Yeah.
I also okay, let's check it out. While we're talking about music,
the government of the Hunger Games is really interesting. Like the points that she was trying to make with the government.
The points she did make.
Yeah.
Like what? Let's talk about it.
I don't know. Well, now I'm like fucking on the spot. I haven't read the Hunger Games forever. But there was like this theory. I think so. District 11 was like mostly people of color, because like Rue and all of them were from it in the movie, and it was the mostly policed district of them all.
Oh.
Was District 11, and it had like police brutality issues.
Yeah, they did.
Yes. Period. Peacemaker, also quite on the nose, don't you think, Miss Meyer?
Yes. And then the whole District 12 thing, like, and it's like not really. They're just like fully in poverty. They couldn't vote. They had like literally no say.
Yeah.
And the like televised reason, like the propaganda of why the Hunger Games exist, where it's like that whole program where it's like now we are all like siblings, like we're all equals, and there used to be uproars, and we're still punishing you for like how you like resisted our power. um,
Yeah, and then I don't know, and then like the Capitol, and
Capitol is
like
just
everyone's
so-
like,
Probably 1%.
yeah.
Oh my god. Damn, I want to go like go find like some articles about this now because I'm really interested.
did
I
you
think-
read the newest one?
I have it, and I read the first chapter.
My friend told me to read it.
I'm not a reader. Like, I don't like reading.
You
So
should be a reader.
I know.
There's a Welbeck quote that says, "Nobody who reads has a good life," because reading is a form of escapism.
Yeah, I just like. It's really hard for me to be interested in like at least the beginning of the new ones was very boring.
I haven't read it. I
got bad reviews. Like I was reading bad reviews from everyone. That's why I didn't finish it. I was like, why am I gonna?
Yeah, I'm the same way. If I can't get into it, I put it down. But my friend Cami, Kate and I's mutual friend, hi Cami, she read it, and I got her like play by play throughout the book. I got her like comprehensive review, and okay, wait. First of all, that kind of reminds me of how Stephanie Meyer went back and wrote Twilight from Edward's perspective, and I feel like I didn't see anything about that. Like, can anybody talk about that? Because I'm really curious.
I didn't know that happened. I mean, I never read Twilight, but I didn't know that happened.
I read Twilight, but I was like so young and like stupid that I forgot it.
Twilight, right?
What?
Wait, is Twilight fan fiction or is something fan fiction based off of Twilight?
Okay, so Twilight I don't think is fan fiction.
Well, like it's not fan fiction. What do you mean?
It could have been fan fiction of Harry Potter, because a lot of things are fan fiction of Harry Potter with like alternates to them. Like I know there's this other series that's the series of like City of Bones, and that's supposed to be like an incest fan fiction of Harry Potter, and it got popular. Yeah.
Shades of Grey trilogy was developed from a Twilight fanfiction series originally titled Masters of the Universe.
What?
I told you. I read about it in my women's studies class.
She was studying women, and we were sleeping.
Okay.
Anyways, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and Songbirds. Does anybody care? No. I think she took an L because it was obviously a money grab, and Hunger Games was already done.
Yeah, when I saw that was coming, I was so confused. I was like, why are we making another Hunger Games book? This is so random. And it's like President.
That was weird.
I heard, and I don't read it, so I'm not really a credible source talking about it. But
we don't need credible.
I heard they tried to make President Snow like seem like give him a backstory to make people like no.
Yeah,
Can we just have a
They made him have like an
redemption arc. I guess it was like a redemption arc.
Cammy said that they didn't like develop his evil well enough. Like he was like fine throughout the book. Like he was kind of nice. He had a little moment where he fell in love. We got the origin of the Hanging Tree song, which by the way, banger. Yeah, he like fell in love with this girl, and like right before someone died, she was like singing like she was like, "Are you?" And he was like, and I think he like betrayed her or something, or she died, and that was supposed to be his villain origin story. But really, what I would have been interested in is like exploring the technology and the actual like capital, because it's the one dystopian society that I can think of that is like as advanced and doesn't have like any superhuman element to it. You know?
Yeah.
That's true.
I feel like I know nothing about it and how it works.
Well, Cammy and I also did watch every single Hunger Games movie over quarantine.
I watched really only the first one, but like I randomly like often just crave to watch the first Hunger Games movie.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
I did it
like,
over.
I will say that, like, I don't know if you remember this scene in particular, which is what I'm thinking of when I think of the Hanging Tree song, is when they did like the heavier version of it with like the bass under it or like a drum beat under it, and they were like
All marching, right?
Capitol, and there was like fire, and it was like dark and raining, and the like production of it was so fucking good. Like,
I
Yeah.
want to watch
they
now.
hold up. Like, they're actually good movies. I will say the third one, meh, but I was interested in them, and I was like, damn, like these are really like well made with their like audio and with their camera work. I feel like
Yeah.
I literally have any authority to say that.
No, but I mean, like, I still want to. I still want to watch a movie that came out that I liked when I was like 12.
Mhm.
That's saying something, because like I don't know.
It's not good. I rewatched it and it's not good. But
What?
it's The Hunger Games.
It's okay. I like
It's
it.
not a good movie.
I like it.
I like it. I think it's a good movie.
No, I like the movie, but I think I can also be able to say it's not a good movie. Like it's
I
really,
think a lot of it for me is nostalgia.
yeah,
I mean,
100%.
yeah. That could be
It's
it.
like,
like-
I'm gonna full admit that it probably is a bad movie, and I'm seeing it through these rose-colored lenses because I remember that was like the fucking book when I remember
All this like dystopian novels. Like, why were we obsessed with dystopian novels?
Oh,
Divergent.
that was because
Maybe-
the rise of YA that was actually meant for like kids happened with Harry Potter, and we were the generation that grew up like directly like as Harry Potter, and then everything after that being released. So right now, there's not as many good YAs because it's not like a brand new concept where YAs are actually being advertised to children.
I didn't realize that was like new. Like,
Yeah, like before Harry Potter, YAs were actually like young adult novels where they were marketed to people who were like 18 and above.
Oh.
And Harry Potter like broke down the barrier.
But yeah, dystopian novels were like it in middle school.
I remember
Divergent.
asking my grandma for a bow and arrow for Christmas, and she was like, "Why are you such a fucking freak?" Like,
I had my grand braid my hair like Katniss, and it was just like this giant braid in the back of my head, and it didn't look good.
I could find a picture right now of me dressed up as Katniss for a Halloween.
I want to do it.
Okay, you keep talking. Movies.
No, I was.
Have you ever watched the Divergent series?
What'd you say?
Did you ever watch the Divergent series?
I was in love with 4.
I don't feel like they did it as good with the movies for Divergent
No.
as they did with the Hunger Games. Like, I feel like the Hunger Games movies touched the books well,
The thing that makes
but
me
the
mad
Divergent
is
movies
like
did not.
how like their budget must have been so much. Like their budgets are huge. How do they fuck that up? Like, and not saying it was a total flop, but like the movies, like
I've never wanted to watch it again.
like I
True.
watched Virgin. I couldn't sit through it. I couldn't.
I liked
It
it
was
when it came out, but I've
painful.
never once been like, I want to watch Divergent. No.
Yeah, wait, I want to look at budgets.
Now I kind of do.
I had a little trouble even like finishing past the. I think I only read the first book. I tried getting through
The third.
Guys, listen. Divergent's budget was $85 million fucking dollars.
If I had $85 million, the last thing I would do is make a Divergent movie.
Guess how much it made in the box office?
How much?
70?
288.9 million.
Because
Ready?
the books were so popular, we were all so excited and disappointed.
Okay, guess how much the Hunger Games budget was?
I don't know. Low.
102.
Why is it not coming?
I know it was. They definitely feel like it had a lower budget.
Oh my god. I made so much. Yeah, it definitely had a lower budget. It was
And then
78.
they made like, oh, did they make like 500 or something?
$694.4 million.
Holy shit!
Oh god, the hype. Like, try to find a movie that gets that much hype these days. Like, even the Marvel movies just, oh my god, Marvel.
I want to look at the movie with the highest budget. Movie with the highest budget.
I'm sure there's a lot right now that are getting higher.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah,
Stranger Tides. 378.5 million.
because those were so huge.
But did they make a lot?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me see.
People love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
My mom's obsessed.
I watched them recently, and the first 3 movies, pretty good. First movie, super good. It was like watching a musical. Pretty awesome. Had some funny moments. Keira Knightley, dressed to the nines. Love her little crooked British teeth.
She's so cute. I love her.
She's beautiful. She's the princess.
My mom's like, in love with Johnny Depp, like obsessed.
I am.
So all we did was watch Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
I'm more of an Orlando Bloom girl because I like that he has like puppy dog eyes.
Your shirt kind of looks like his.
So,
It made $961 million, which is fucking ridiculous. I can't even comprehend that in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find this fucking.
Let's find a lookalike picture of Orlando Bloom and Alexia.
Okay, I will say I did buy this after I watched Pirates of the Caribbean because I wanted a pirate-esque shirt. And since then, I've gotten more woke about Victorian clothing.
Mm-hmm.
But this was directly inspired by Keira Knightley. Which is so sad to say in comparison to like my look in it, but the inspo is there.
Inspo. Keyword. Girl. Okay.
I literally can't find this image, can I?
Yeah, I can see myself in them.
Ugh. I'm on Google Photos right now scrolling through all the pictures that have my face identified in them, trying to find this picture of me as Katniss. And I'm gonna give up because I know it's not that deep.
Okay, you can send it to me later.
But it's really just like quite terrifying. Being confronted with your past self is cool because you get to like realize how much cooler you are now. But it's like kind of sad because I feel bad for her, you know.
Yeah. Like, why did
Nope,
I don't know.
Not to get that haircut.
No one guide me.
Oh my
But
god.
I guess it's kind of a good thing because they wouldn't be like.
Yeah, no, I love her and I don't hate her at all. But I do hate the bangs. Nobody's
Yeah, I do hate the
Me
bangs.
in middle school, I wore gym pants only. Would not wear jeans. Didn't like them. Thought they were uncomfortable.
I have a friend who hasn't worn jeans since freshman year
Boys
of
and
high
girls
school.
club T-shirts or musical T-shirts from plays I was in. And Walmart sneakers.
okay.
And then 7th grade. So this is more like elementary school and like 6th grade.
Mhm.
7th grade, I was like, I'm reinventing myself.
As you should.
I will straight boy like baggy jeans.
Measures?
And polo shirts.
Oh.
Still like Walmart sneakers.
Okay.
You
And then
you used to like the first image that you described reminded me of like the kid I would encounter in like whatever neighborhood I was in that was asking me to like play basketball or whatever.
yeah, but I didn't play sports.
Join the like neighborhood games.
I did theater. I was a theater kid.
Mhm.
And then 8th grade, I reinvented myself again.
Mm-hmm.
And I was band shirts from Hot Topic and black skinny jeans. That was it.
Me too.
That was a
Me
little
too.
bit of 9th grade too. A little bit of 9th grade.
Yeah.
And then I just started wearing whatever I want.
What was your style evolution, Kate?
Oh. All right. 6th grade, I wore a lot of Aeropostale.
Oh,
A lot of skinny
Aeropostale.
jeans with some cute tops. I was trying to be my sister. And then my friend introduced me to 5 Seconds of Summer. And I started wearing black skinny jeans and Converse. I had always worn Converse. Converse were the staple for me. I didn't know how to do hair, so that was that. But I started wearing nice band shirts. 7th and 8th grade, I was emo. And then I started wearing leggings and like college sweatshirts and stuff. Freshman year, I went
The
more
random
towards like
college
a
sweatshirts, okay.
basic route, but like not a bad. I don't know. Like
Comfy core.
some like ripped jeans, so I saw that little influence, and I just started thrift shopping, and that was it.
That changed everything. I remember the pictures of us, our first hangout with baby Tony, God bless his soul, and what we were wearing. I saw those pictures the other day. Okay,
Alexia.
we were wearing was like you could we were like both coming off of like buying anything at a thrift store that looked like it would fit us rather than buying things we liked, like, or maybe I'm speaking for myself, but I feel like we both kind of have that same like why were we wearing those like literally baggy ass jeans that like did not fit us, and we put a belt on and we were like, if we can belt it, it fits.
Yeah, I mean, I still kind of do that sometimes, but
I do
I'm not gonna
that.
say that.
I can't.
I'm-
My jeans will be so big on me sometimes that I would have like a fold in the back that made my butt look like Phineas the Ferb's head. And
Oh
he,
my,
her.
wait, I just purchased those pants.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, here's Alexia's outfit.
Me,
Oh, you look cute.
me literally just purchasing those pants. From H&M.
and I still have pants
terrible.
So I was looking at that. I looked at your stack of bracelets, is what I was thinking of. Like, I think you were still emo.
I was. I had brown pants on, this top from Brandy Melville,
Wow.
and my Converse and my rainbow socks.
The rainbow socks.
Yeah, and then a bunch of bracelets. It doesn't look good in this picture. So
Okay, that's not like horrid.
No. I don't think it was a bad look, but I think there's a definite like change in style, is what I mean. You know?
But
the style.
yeah,
You think?
I wouldn't
I'm
see you
glad.
wearing that.
Is it?
Yeah. If you wear that now, I would be like,
Yeah. No, but I'm glad. Oh my god,
It's
this
the
is
jacket.
embarrassing. Oh, my mom threw away the jacket and never told me. I was like, where'd my jacket go? She's like, I don't know.
I remember you told me that.
I'm so upset. She
That's
threw away
funny.
a lot of my clothes.
She's like, I don't know where I went. That's so funny to me because it's like, it's so sad.
It was.
I'd feel like I was going crazy if someone like I'd be like,
She didn't like
What
She,
the?
she thought I looked like a boy, and I was like, nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
so-
used to have the comments where it was like, nobody's gonna date you.
Whatever, I'm over it. Actually, something that I buy with my own clothes. Or no, I always bought my clothes with my own money. So I don't know why she was throwing away my money, but it's fine.
Oh, period.
Okay. Well.
It's fine.
Do you want to see? I'll show you my evolution. This is a picture of me in 8th grade. We're first day of school, sporting the low top Converse.
It's the flannel tied around the waist.
Yeah.
Flannel tied around the waist because it was in August. Tell me why I was wearing jeans and a literal flannel. Wearing a backpack that had the brown straps that was like the sack. You know,
Yeah.
from Aeropostale.
I had that too.
Bethany Moda made me start investing in those Aeropostale shirts.
Same.
And then I started wearing band tees because I wanted to impress the people around me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like for the wrong bands. Like I'd wear shirts that had like, because I was just so like lost. I feel like, and I had this like Drake shirt that I would wear the first Views album, and I literally hated Drake. So I like looked at Drake's spot. This is such an embarrassing admit, but I looked at his Spotify and I like memorized his like 5 most popular songs just in case anybody asked me what my favorite Drake song was.
No, you did not.
I did that for, well,
That's so funny.
I had a Nirvana shirt, but I only knew like a few Nirvana songs, so I like made sure to learn and listen to the rest of them.
Yeah. I did that for Grateful Dead, but I feel like that was different because I actually I can fuck with Grateful Dead, but like
A band shirt of someone I like didn't listen to.
Same. I stopped doing that because I felt so anxiety.
yeah.
I was doing it to be like, I was trying to be like that unique kid. I was like, I wear band tees.
Yeah, I just like I like.
It's not trying to be unique.
I was
I'm
trying to
really
be
trying to fit in the most like I was listening to rap that I didn't like. I was like listening to fucking Logic just because like the people around me had such bad taste, and I was like straightening my hair every day, and I was wearing the skater skirts with my low top Converse, and I would like have so much anxiety during my school day that I had to like bring my like Aeropostale perfume to like I literally
I just loved being that bitch. Like, oh,
Middle school hurt.
I don't know any of the songs on the radio.
Yeah, I don't listen. To
I
radio.
only listen to 12 Poets.
songs on the radio are okay. My taste in music is your face. The fucking
Oh my god.
You're done.
Top.
You're done.
Top, and yeah, that's with a dash through it. So.
Oh, with the dash.
Yeah, you're not
I
click.
feel like, oh, I can get a picture of me dressed up as Tower Joseph.
I feel like Tyler Joseph is like an okay influence to have as like a guy. I think that's still a valid look. But as a girl, like, and not that the looks are bad, but just the music, I still would probably like it if I listened to it. Not gonna lie.
Oh, I listen to Twenty Pop sometimes, and it still slaps.
I still think it does, but
Not something I'm gonna listen
getting
to
into
every.
that period of my life where I really identified with it when I had never even like held hands with a boy and like literally had never like filed taxes, like really thought I was going through it.
Yeah, yeah. I like self-titled the best, but no one really talks about that one.
Everybody, I sleep on a bed, y'all sleep on self-titled. Interesting. um, I feel like I really started thrifting. Well, I was thrifting my whole life as a and I remember getting made fun of for it when I was a kid, and so the thrifting was usually me looking for like Aeropostale in the thrift store. And then like I remember vividly like getting made fun of for wearing thrifted clothes. Like people would be like, "Where'd you get this?" And I'd be like, "Savers," and they'd be like, "What is that?" And I'd be like, "Thrift store," and they'd be like, "So you bought like someone else's clothes?" I'd be like,
No, I used to be that kid who would be like look down on thrifting.
Like you looked down on thrifting?
Yes, and it made no sense because we are not rich. I am very
right. No,
I'm like very middle class. Like I'm not lower middle class, I'm like middle class.
Mhm.
So like I couldn't afford to not really go thrift.
right.
Mom tried to take me thrifting and be like, no.
It's okay.
I'd be like, I'm not thrifting.
Well,
And like
yeah.
I thought I was rich.
And I think the interesting thing is that as you grow older, the more and more the people around you adopt middle, lower class aesthetics. What I've noticed is that everyone at college pretends to be middle class. Like poor people pretend that they can afford above their pay grade, and rich people pretend that they are getting by, and they like Venmo you for gas money, like that type of shit. Um, and I think
You know people I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I'm like, girl.
I know.
I don't buy the whole round of McDonald's fucking French fries. Yeah, and coming to town where I moved, Mildew, was a culture shock because everyone. It was at that point where people had matured enough. Like high school is the age where people start adopting like a middle class aesthetic because poor people look unique. Um,
Yeah.
Everybody likes looking unique as they get older, so thrifting became more popular. I feel like that was really awesome for me. I loved it, and I still do. I think it's awesome that it's popular because I do it, and I think it's awesome because it's
Oh
just
yeah. But it is weird how it like
changed.
I mean even me, like I literally was in middle school and I would literally be like, I'm never thrifting. I only buy name brand. And now I'm like, actually now I actually have a job and have money and I'm like, I'm gonna go thrifting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I think it's also kids don't have a concept of like money or
Yeah.
like class really, so they it's hard to conceptualize like that people literally like might have like less resources than you.
Yeah, or like it's like not like new clothes, that it's literally clothes that someone else like, why do I have to buy these clothes that someone else is
Right.
already when you just don't have the
Right. And I was it I don't know. And then it evolved into this thing where wearing thrift clothes, like you saw in like eighth and ninth grade, I'm like trying to save up for Aeropostale and I'm like using thrifted pieces to make it look like I'm basic. And then coming here where everyone's thrifting and I was like, oh, like good, I can like fucking save my money. And like I'm not buying Lululemon, so I'm gonna thrift. Like I can't afford that. So I'm going indie. And indie become this like or quirky become this thing where it was like, oh, like now my style is mainstream enough where I'm getting shit for it because it looks like I'm hopping on a trend. And it's just
Yeah.
ugly how the tides change. So,
interesting.
interesting. I think the most exciting thing you can do is have a personal style in basically all things. Um, it's just preferences. It will only improve your life to set your preferences. Yeah. Do we have anything else to discuss?
I don't think so.
Uh,
Pee a little bit too.
so if we could speed this up. I think that's all I have to say tonight. I'm gonna do some fucking homework I've been putting off.
Okay.
We can talk about it after.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye.